Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the dog. So welcome back, all my puppy pals. How are we doing? Let's find out, shall we? As we shuffle these cards up and down, we'll move them all around and we'll pick out 3 for you guys. What have we got today? If I can actually hold on to them. Though I do shuffle in the dark. Not in the dark. Well, I suppose it is in the dark. But I do shuffle with my eyes closed. So you'll have to forgive me for my misfortunes sometimes. Let's stop about there. I'm going to take that one from the bottom. We're going to take that one from the middle. We're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got one negative moving into a positive and then a negative there. So the negatives do outnumber the positives, unfortunately. But as I've said before, black isn't always all right. I know, black isn't always an attack. White isn't always all right. What is wrong with me today? I do apologise. We're looking at the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. First card is a black rat. Are we neglecting something? Have we failed to prepare for something? Have we not planned properly? Potentially, there has been problems. We've got problems, maybe family problems, potentially. Maybe you're losing respect for something or someone, or you're not feeling you're getting respect. I think a respect is maybe an element here, or has something to play here. Maybe a struggle for dominance a little bit. Now, the rat and the dog, not necessarily a bad combination. There is relative compatibility there, and we are moving into a positive here. So we're not looking at a massive conflict per se, but maybe petty arguments, as I say, based around disrespect, maybe something that's, building up a bit of resentment, creating an animosity or a bit of an atmosphere in your environment. Don't know. I feel it could be petty though. Maybe like a sibling rivalry perhaps, or something like this. Or maybe it is just potentially something to do with like a child or someone young that you can't necessarily reason with. A toddler perhaps. Something in the family that's frustrating and maybe unexpectedly, where you're just not in a place to deal with it right now. Maybe you're not in a place to actually handle it as well as you could do on a better day. Maybe you're not feeling too good. You've got this though, because it's something that is important. You can't just neglect the relationship. You can't neglect your duties and responsibilities here. So even if you have fallen out with, say, your son or your daughter and they live with you, you're still going to make them dinner, even if you're not talking to them. So there's not going to be like a huge rift, but I do feel like it is something that needs resolution. It can't just be swept under the rug. It needs to be thought through. Got the white goat there coming in, which is a relatively good card for a dog person, and it is in the positive. So I do feel change is going to come, and I think there is an opportunity here to build a bridge rather than burn one. I think that if you see it with a bit more compassion and sensitivity, maybe see it from their perspective, maybe listen to them, negotiate with them, reason with them, hear them out and communicate, you could see more of a positive outcome. I do think it's going to be a bit harder than that. We will be moving this catalyst into the negative. So as that phases out, we are going to phase into this bit here. How much damage it's going to do as things change, we'll find out as we move on through the reading. But the goat itself would symbolize that this is something that can have a good outcome, or it has the opportunity to. You have the opportunity to. You've just got to kind of, as I say, be more reasonable, perhaps, be a bit more sensitive, maybe slow down your need for resolution really quickly, and don't seek an apology immediately, because an apology is not resolution. Getting a sorry from somebody is not resolving the issue that there was. So even if you feel that you deserve an apology, or you feel that this person needs to explain themselves to you, even once you get this won't potentially resolve the problem. So you need to work on a actual resolution, a conclusion that works out for all parties involved. Otherwise, it will just build up more resentment and animosity in the future. And that's not going to help. It's certainly not going to fight well in your corner, or you're not going to, be able to have a leg to stand on, really, if you were the antagonist or the one reluctant to find resolution. If you selfishly look at this in a way of you've been wronged, you're the victim, you should get the apology, you should get the compensation, you should, be the one that's recognized as the one that's been hurt, or, as I say, is the victim. If you focus on all of that, the resolution isn't going to come. That's not going to help. You need to be more sort of willing to not just receive an apology in a humble, gracious way, but also be willing to give an apology and apologize and take accountability. Taking accountability will be one step forward towards that resolution. Got the black ox coming in here. It's going to take some time. It will take some time. It will take some time, but the dog and the ox do go well together. It's just in that negative. And I think this is the issue, where there's not great sympathy here that you can muster up. And this could be a problem. This is why I think it's going to take some time. It's going to take you a while to negotiate your own feelings, or to compromise on things that you feel quite firmly about. But I think being determined and dedicating your kind of more warm, likable side, because the thing is you don't want the conflict. And I understand that. This is why you would prefer it to be resolved relatively quickly. You would prefer to say, okay, this is how I feel, and then the other party will say, okay, I'm sorry, and then we go, okay, well, let's get back to work then, or let's get back to dinner, let's get back to life. But it's not going to be so simple as that. There could well be a conflict. It could well be a debate. It could well be something that does take time to, talk about, communicate about, just work out and find that resolution. There's not going to be a prize at the end of this for the person that is standing on pride and vanity and selfishness, or this need to be right. We need to approach this with not the idea of proving ourselves right, but with the idea of actually doing what is right. That's the way we need to go into this, and the way we need to see this. We can't just hope for miracles, and hope that the other person's just going to agree with us because we're standing our ground, or we're being standoffish. There's no point trying to bully ourselves an apology or a win here. And a win would be far better if both parties came out winning. There was a prize for both, and you have that opportunity to do that. And I think there is going to be opportunity to do that. You're just going to have to put some time and effort in, or neglect it. You can neglect it, but then it will come back around, as I say. It will come back around in a different way, at a different speed, and if it times itself just right, it will knock you straight off your feet when you least expect it, and it'll be a bigger mess to clean up. And that one thing, that one something, that one someone that could have actually helped you in that moment of time would have been that one person that you burnt the bridge with because you weren't willing to put the time in to fix things. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the dog. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the pig. So if you're interested in what the pigs are up to, I'll see you over there next. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you in a reading next time for you born in the year of the dog. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.